Okay, so welcome to Devlog number 2, and the first thing I wanted to show you was a new dimension that I created. Very simple, all I did was change the colours to red, but I plan to make it so when you eat a mushroom you get really high and you enter this dimension, and in this dimension you can see the enemy, you can see the destroyer. And how it will work is you will see some area of the map where the trees have been decayed, you know, the ground's been destroyed, and that's a sign that the enemy's nearby. And the only way you can face the enemy is if you eat a mushroom and then it sends you to this dimension, and then you can see the enemy, so that means you can destroy them, you can get rid of them. So they're like a blight on the world. So yeah, I'll probably make it a little bit more wavy, because eating magic mushrooms does do that to you. But for now all I've done is added a red colour to the sprites, and then you'll be able to see this guy. And he will pop up, and then you'll have to destroy him. But right now I've not coded anything to do with any collisions yet. He's very fast. And then when the mushrooms run out, it goes back to normal. So it goes whoop. Like, oh, that was a bad trip. And then get back to work, whatever you was doing. And when you see another area of the map, you can do it again. So that's how you'll be facing the enemy. You'll have to get high and then destroy them before they destroy the land. I decided to change it to, instead of the monsters destroying the land, they just go after the player, and the player has to build towers to defend himself, because it's a bit awkward to implement it into my code. But yeah, I'll do that instead. Right, so I've got a massive update for you. I've added towers and I've added the enemy. I've also added magic mushrooms. I've changed it from food to magic mushrooms. And this is how they work. When you eat them, you can see the enemy. As you can see here, if I didn't have magic mushrooms in my system, you wouldn't be able to see them. So I'm going to need to gather resources, because as you can see by the bottom right corner, I don't have any resources yet. So for towers I need plenty of wood and plenty of stone. Got distracted there. I'll also grab some wheat seeds, because I get seeds and I get wheat from the wheat. And wheat will replenish your health. So with the shrooms, it's best not to just go around and eat them all, because it will you need to save them. So I've run out, I'm away from the tower, and yeah, so I'd have to eat one. Right, so I should have enough now. So this tower here, what it does is, it spots the demons for you. So when the enemy's near it, you can see them, so you don't need the shrooms anymore. The shrooms are only for when you're away from the tower. So let's build a base. First, let's get a few more resources. I'll leave that mushroom. Right, so to place a tower, you need first is you need to place it on a road. There's the fire tower. There's the arrow tower. And in the middle is the seer tower. I'll place two arrow towers and 2 fire towers. Oh well, 3 fire towers then. I made a mistake there. What I'll also do is a little farm. As you can see in the bottom right corner, it says energy 525. It's broken, but I'm going to replace that with health. And then when you eat the fibres, this is fibre, this yellow stuff. When you eat that, it replenishes health. So I've got a few more seeds. Now I'll place a thorn wall. To slow the enemy down. And I'll leave a gap for like a little doorway. Right there. I've run out of thorns. I'll get some more. So best thing to do is to eat a shroom and then gather your resources. There's a lot of thorns here. I'll eat another one. Slay what's coming. Now I'll go back home and finish my wall. Still high. That's what I call a bad trip. I'm safe now. Them little ones are faster than the big ones. And that's about it, I think. I'm sure I'm missing something. It gets harder and harder, by the way. If you did want to move position, what you'd have to do is build another stair tower. So, for example, I'll build one here. Watch. Oh my god. Got surrounded. So this is if you wanted to move somewhere else, just build a stair tower. And then towers around it. You need a lot of stone. It's getting hard now. I'll build 2 more towers. Oh yeah, I forgot mushrooms. There we go. Retreat. Yeah, so next I'll work on something else. I'll probably add help. So here's a little guide on how to play. So when you spawn into it, what you have to do is find a mushroom to play it safe and eat it, and then start gathering your resources. So now if the enemy does turn up, we can see them whilst we're gathering. So be as fast as possible. And the first thing you want to build is one of these, the stair tower. Left click the stair tower and right click where you want to put it. So now we don't need the mushrooms, we can see the enemy now because of the tower. So yeah, that's how you start the game, and then eat another mushroom, go out into the world and start gathering more resources whilst defending yourself. You'll need plenty of stone and plenty of wood, so just bear that in mind. Need some more shrooms. Got all Look at all this stone. It's a game where you have to be fast. I also plan to add animations for mining and wood cutting and gathering. Here's my base. Now we've got enough to start building our towers. And like I showed you before, build a base. I'm sure you don't have to see that again, but I'll just do it anyway. So I'm going to build fire towers, because you do more damage. Now I'm going to build a fallen wall, so I'll eat some mushrooms. Never forget the mushrooms. And then I'll go out and get as much fawn as possible. To pick something up, you have to right click it. You have to stand next to it and right click it. As you've seen then, sometimes the enemy shows up even when the mushroom effect is not active. It's because it was on the map when I ate the mushrooms. So we should have enough fawns by now. So these were on the map when I consumed the mushrooms. That's why I can see them. But if they were to spawn, I wouldn't see them. There's my base. It does slow the player down as well, so bear that in mind. Don't run into your own traps. I still need to work on the sprites for the enemies. They do look a bit lackluster. and that's about it. So yeah, I've got so much to do with this game, but I plan to make videos on me making the game. So if you like what you see, just send me a subscribe or a comment, and it'll inspire me to make more. Yeah, thanks for watching.